Tre'Quan, have you ever had the last two one-on-one drills against defense? Is that about the best you've had in your career so far? You pretty much dominated.
uh, I would say I'm off to a pretty good start. This training camp, I'm winning all my one-on-one matchups. Going against them is always competitive. You know what I mean? Because we want to get the best of each other. That's what it's about. That's what it's really about. This training camp. Doing your best and being very competitive. But right now, I'm off to a very good start. Nobody has stopped me yet.
Like when you starting to feel like the old guy on the team now, you're the only one from your draft class.
Oh man, yeah, I'm really starting to feel like a veteran now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only guy in the receiver room older than me is Mike. You know what I mean? After that, it's me. A lot of the guys look up to me. Coming to me for advice. I've been in this offense for going on 6 years, so they expect me to know everything. And a lot of the young receivers ask me, come up to me like, "Yo, Trey, what I got on this?" You know what I mean? What I'm supposed to do with this? And I feel honored. Just being here that long. And them looking up to me and feeling confident enough to come up to me and ask me for advice.
And Tre'Quan, do you even do they ask you maybe tricks of the trade as far as I guess it'd be in the game or I guess right now also, but run blocking, like because you know about doing that little extra.
Yeah. So funny thing is, we watching film the other day and put on some blocking, and it's like every other film we watch, every other tape we watch, it was like literally me on tape blocking. You know what I mean? So I take pride in my blocking, and it's good to know KB take pride in blocking too. So we spent a long time talking about blocking. The leverage of blocking. Because we got a lot of good players. We got AK, then we picked up Jamal. And we got Kurt in the backfield, and then we got the Rook. All very great runners. A lot of balance. So it's important as a wide receiver. We stay on our blocks because we have guys who want to break a tackle and they can take it all the way.
Like where their willingness to be a blocker come from? A lot of receivers don't like to do it. So, what kind of made you make that
It's
your
a big
thing?
thing with effort, and then it's a mentality thing. Like I absolutely hate when like the guy, like my man, makes the play. I feel bad. I feel probably worse than the running back, even though they had a big game. But like, if I'd have did my job, it could have been a touchdown. The offense could have been off the field. So like, it's really effort and a mentality thing. It don't take a lot of talent, to block. Like I said, it's effort and mentality.
Were you like that in high school too, or just like when did that
Oh
start?
yeah, yeah, definitely. It started my first time playing football. You know what I mean? I had coaches telling me like, you got to be a selfless player. You know what I mean? You got to be a great teammate, and you're not always gonna get the ball sometimes. Uh, uh, it's just important as you catching the ball, as you making a block for your teammate to score. It don't go unnoticed. You know what I mean? Even though everybody wants to score, everybody want to be a playmaker, but I love the block. I love creating plays for my teammates.
That's obviously a position of its own, kind of on this team too. The I don't know if you're going to have four receivers active on game day. One of them is going to be their favorite blocking
Correct.
receiver. So, do
Correct.
you just mentioned KB, which I actually didn't know about him. I know James Washington. That's been something
Yes.
he's done to make his mark. Is there a competition in that sense to be the best blocking receiver on this team? Is that something you don't want to cede to anybody else?
Uh, I feel like that's personal. With me and them guys, they're great blockers. Like you said, James Washington and KB, they all great blockers. But I plan to be the best blocker on the team. You know what I mean? I plan to block better than the tight ends and the offensive line. You know what I mean? But they all great blockers, and we all want to do our job the best of our ability.
What are a couple other things, hidden things that have kept you here so long, that you think will? I mean, is it knowing every receiver position? I mean, like things that maybe you didn't have in year one that you definitely have 6, 7 years in.
And I'm so far along. You know what I mean? They can put me at pretty much any position. You know what I mean? As far as the receiver role go, and like if they want to, they can low key put me at quarterback. I probably I'm not gonna throw it, but I can go in there and tell the plays. You know what I mean? That's how confident I am in the playbook. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I know like pretty much everything. The only thing I probably don't know is the protection. But other than that, like if the quarterback, couldn't say anything, I feel like they can count on me, and I go out there and tell the play like word for word, verbatim.
And you would be you'd feel just as comfortable at X, Y, or Z. I mean, like
Yes, yes,
there's not
definitely.
one that is still your main, and the other ones are backups.
No, I feel like if something was to happen and they need me to be put at X, and I don't play X at all, I can go in there and play it confidently and go full speed without a doubt.
And have you added to any special teams duties? I noticed down in some punts and practice and stuff. Is that something you might do more of? Or?
Definitely looking to do more. This a game, man. As football is a game, it's like the more you could do, the longer you're gonna be in the game. I have no no reason why I shouldn't play special teams. I have like no feelings towards like I don't want to do that. Like that's not what I do. You know what I mean? I'm the type of player like I just want to be on the field competing, and I do look forward to playing more special teams. Reds and Field, them guys, love me and they expect me to be out there. If they need me, they know they can call on me without a doubt.
Is there anything in particular you've honed in like become pretty
If I
happy
was
with yourself that you've gotten good at? Or?
if I was to choose one spot on special teams, I like playing gunner.
Yeah.
Basically it's you against him. You got to get down there to make the tackle. He got to start to make a tackle, and I feel like with my speed, my strength, my length, that'll be what I'm best at.
What have been your impressions of Derek Carr?
What are you saying?
What have been your impressions of Derek Carr so far? Just work with him as a quarterback?
Since I first met Derek Carr at OTAs, straightforward guy, a good guy, humble guy, and I feel like just going up and talking to him, he introduced himself. He said, "Hey, I'm Derek Carr." I say, "Bro, I already know who you are." You know what I mean? Just him being like that, somebody being like that, he's not a cocky player. He's very humble. He introduced himself to me like, you're the quarterback. I'm supposed to be coming up to you. Hey, my name's Tre'Quan Smith. Nice to meet you. But very talented guy. He makes some unbelievable throws. Like I said, in OTAs, he made one throw to Shaheed. Like, man, it's like deep right corner. Like nobody could get it but Shaheed. Like perfect throw, man. I see that he's very competitive. When he doesn't make a throw, like you can see like him, talking to himself, getting like I don't want to say upset with himself, but he, telling himself like, man, I can make that throw. Like, come on, get it right. And as a competitor, you love to see that somebody, getting on themselves. Like you, like, man, I ain't got to talk to him. He got it himself. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's a great leader. You can go at him, talk to him about anything, and then after practice, say if you want to get some extra work in, he's willing to do that. Every quarterback in the league not willing to get extra work in when they don't feel like it. Even though I may feel like he don't feel like it, but he here for the team. He here for us. Like he want us to use him to his benefit, to our benefit.
He also just recognized Central Florida's national championship, so he's ingratiating himself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's go.
What are you seeing from Olave and Shaheed in their second year?
Oh man, them guys, they carry themselves very, very, very professional. Very big playmakers. We got to get the ball in their hands as much as possible. You know what I mean? They can take a slant 60 yards. They can go for a bomb. They can take a screen. You know what I mean? They are very, very good playmakers. Like I said, we're gonna do the best of our ability as an offense to get the balls in their hand because we know what they can do with it, and like every time the ball is in their hands, you're kind of excited because something big is gonna happen.
Trey, I apologize if I've already been asked this, but as someone who was here in 2019, you saw what was Mike Thomas that season. How much confidence does it give y'all as an offense when you see him kind of getting back to form like you guys do?
That's totally different because Mike and his mentality and the person he is, like he's gonna go hard every single play. I don't know if y'all being here for like before we start practice, we have a little walkthrough session, and Mike is kind of the only one who's going like 80%, and everybody else is like 30-40%. But that's just his mentality. He always like focused and triggered, ready to make plays, and just having him back on the field, he's going to do his job no matter what. He's going to run hard. He's going to attack the ball and everything that comes his way. He's going to catch it because it's his. Like no doubt about it. That's just his mentality, and having him back, it's a big asset to this team. We're glad to have him back.
So he's a tempo violator?
Oh, definitely, 100%. 100%.
I think that's what Corey said the other day.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
No, I know he's never going to get to probably 2019 where he's putting up all those numbers, but do you feel like he can get close to that, or what do you feel like Mike can get to? What his potential, like his ceiling?
You said never. I don't want to say never, but I feel like it'll be hard for him. The only reason it'll be hard for him because we have AK, we have Jamal, we have Chris, we have Shaheed, we have Jimmy now, we have Juwan. So it's like so many, different pieces. Like wherever Derek want to go with the ball, he can go. Whatever matchup he like, he can take. So like that's the only reason I feel like he wouldn't, have as many targets because it's like so many different playmakers. Wherever he want to go with the ball, he can do that.
So it sounds like his role, it doesn't have to be that guy who's getting 149 catches in this offense. It's because you have those different pieces that, he can just be.
Yes,
him and
yes, definitely. He don't have to be that man, even though he's definitely that type of guy who wants the ball every play. Like you know what I mean? He's a competitor. He's a competitor. We all competitors. So like as competitors and playmakers, we all want the ball.
Hey, Tre'Quan, going back to that 2018 draft class, do you still keep up with those guys? Just what does it mean to you to be like the last one standing from that group?
Man, I ain't.
Now that Marcus is gone.
Yeah, man. I just realized that Marcus left, and like, man, I'm like, I might be the last one, and it's crazy, man. I'm just grateful, just to still, be here with the Saints and still be in the league. But I don't know. Like if you ask me, 6 years from now as a rookie, what do I see myself? Like I probably wouldn't have said still with the Saints. You know what I mean? Like just the way the game go, the way the league set up. But man, like I said, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be the last one standing here out of my class. That's all I can say about that.
Tre'Quan, it seems like there's a lot of rotation in terms of who's taking snaps with Derek Carr, with Jameis Winston, with Jake Hayner.
Yeah.
How valuable is getting experience, not just with those three quarterbacks, but with kind of a bunch of different groups of players as well?
About that, it's the NFL, man. You never know what's going to happen as far as injury wise. You never know how the coach want to play it, who the coach want to put in at the time. So it's very important. That's why we have training camps. We have different people going in with different quarterbacks just to get a feel with the quarterback and just to see how they throw. And then after practice, you see guys catching with different quarterbacks. Even though we feel like Derek Carr is the number one quarterback, we try to get with him as much, but we don't try to shy away from Jake or with Jameis when they want to put work in. It's a long season. It's 17 games, and then after that you got playoffs, and then you got a Super Bowl run. So like we just try to get as much work with each and every quarterback because you never know how it's going to end up. Week 1 it could be something, and then week 10 it's somebody else playing. So I think that's very important just to get work and experience with each and every quarterback.
Did you get any opportunity to work with Derek Carr or any other?
Yeah. I work with all of them. Yeah, I definitely did. You're welcome.
Talk to Deontay and Quez in. How they doing?
My guys, man, I love them boys. They doing well though. You know what I mean? We catch up every now and then. My guys.